Hey dear! So today I've got some hair that's really light, feathery, and super fun. But when you're ready to turn it up a notch, just make sure your milkshake is ready. Because the boys are waiting, la la, la la, la. With that milkshake, girl. So for the hair, this is Celie hair from AliExpress. They actually sent me this hair to review for you guys. And I'm basically going through everything in the package. I thought it was pretty great that they sent all these freebies. I have a hairnet here, some flexi rods, the hair care sheet, show you how you take care of the hair, then a little compact mirror, and a makeup spongy, and some eyelashes. And then you have your package. I've got 3 bundles of 22 inches here. And then I have a 20-inch frontal. And just a close-up of the hair, it's so soft and so silky, and the way the sun is hitting is just ridiculous. This is the frontal here. You can just run your fingers through it. It's so silky. Now this next part is pretty vital for me. The roots of your wig, I think, is so important, and people can't neglect that. So I'm going to go ahead and bleach this little ant nest that I have going on. And then we're going to see what we're working with after. The following clips are my bleaching supplies. So just, pay attention. If you're interested in using these products, just go to your regular beauty supply store. They should have these on the shelves. I get the exact same stuff every time. For my regular subbies, you know that I use these all the time. Also, please use a butter knife. It makes sliding and gliding your bleaching product across your lace front so easy, almost like putting butter on bread. It's really perfect for beginners. Also, while gliding, put a little bit of pressure on just so that the bleach can sink in a bit. After 40 minutes, I washed and dried the frontal, and this is what I'm left with. My roots look awesome, especially in this sunlight. They are popping. So much more realistic. Wow, look at this difference. No more little ants. Looks more scalpy. Now let's get my dome cap and my other supplies, which will be safety pins today. These are going to help me secure my frontal perfectly to make my wig. I'll start off by sizing up where I want the frontal to be on my head. Then position the frontal in front of your hairline, right above your own sideburns. And then you're going to use the safety pin to clip it to the dome cap. And of course, my dear, please be careful. Go ahead and do the same thing. Position on the other side and clip. Now this next part is pretty important as well. I'm going to position it on my forehead, make sure it's actually where I want it to be. And in the middle, I'm going to use a third bobby pin and secure that on the top piece. This makes sure that the wig lace front portion stays in the area that I want it to be when I put it on my mannequin head. See, all in place. All I did here was slap my wig onto my wig head with the pins, all of them still in. And I sewed everything down with the pins still in just to keep my guideline. And once I'm done sewing, hey plant, when I'm done with everything, I'm gonna remove all of my safety pins. And this is the wig after I attached all of my tracks in a horseshoe shape all the way up to the frontal. If you want to see detailed videos on that, I will link a couple below so you can check those out. Now I'm just going to move on to tweezing my wig. I think I've tweezed almost every wig that I've featured on this channel because I literally am a tweeze maniac. I can't wear a wig without doing some sort of customization, so I'd advise you to do the same. And for tweezing, you just kind of have to go with your gut. If it tells you to go here, go. If it tells you to go there, pluck a little bit. If it tells you to stop, definitely listen. Oh, and single strokes, guys. Try not to pick up a bunch of hair when you're tweezing. Tweeze literally one strand at a time. Because picking up too many strands at once will leave you with holes in your lace. And nobody wants that. Sometimes I'll even take random little clumps and, tweeze a couple strands of hair, not too much. You just want to thin out the area because sometimes it's just too darn thick. And if you noticed, I'm spraying a little bit more water on my edges just because it helps me to see a little bit better when I am tweezing. When the hair is wet, I notice that it's easier for me to see if I'm getting too thin too quickly. It helps me gauge when I need to stop because if it's so thin, I can see that it's getting thinner. So that's a big red flag. So I say, okay, quit. So yeah, I would suggest you guys do that if you have a problem with over plucking. Just take some time out of your day and tweeze, listen to some music, jam out, and your end product should look something like this. Gonna give my wig head a sexy YouTube spin around, show her in the limelight for once, just to show you guys the hairline. And you see that it looks a little bit better, a little bit more realistic. So, and here I am. Hello. And there he is. Hi. Using the elastic band because I like the elastic band. And I'm going to cut off my lace now. And then just slap the wig on my head. Shimmy, shimmy. Get your favorite hair glue or gel. So I have excess lace right here that kept lifting up even though I used my elastic band. You can cut this piece off. I chose not to, just a personal preference, didn't want to. But you can also just use a little bit of gel, got to be glued, or Gorilla Snot. Or you can use actual wig adhesive just to lay that piece down. I ended up using some more of my gel here to lay down my edges to create a more realistic look on my laid edge area. And of course, my trusty scarf comes in handy every time I do my hair, and it will lay those edges in moments. Just have a little patience. And now that I've installed everything, it's time to party! The next few styles are just for demonstration purposes, just showing you that you can be a little bit versatile with the hair. You guys can yay or nay in the comments section. That is alright with me. I love when you guys talk to me or about me. I mean, my feelings are okay. I'm not crying. Now you guys can have fun watching me struggle to put this hair in a ponytail because it's so thick and so strong. My arms were burning and I was dying. I was breathing hard, but I still made it work. I just couldn't get it to save my life. But eventually I did. And thank God I got that on camera because I did not want to redo it. Anywho, right now I'm using a little bit of mousse to style my little hairs that I'm going to have hanging out. I'll put the top piece in a bun, and then, I'm just going to call this a style. Then because I wanted to do a little experiment, I went ahead and wet the hair, and I wanted to have a nice little sexy wet look, so I used some mousse, guys. It's okay to use mousse on your hair. I don't know why a lot of YouTubers don't even use mousse. They just put water on it, but whatever. Use mousse. It's awesome. And I got way too excited using it. It was just so satisfying. The mousse does make your hair crunchy. That is something I need to disclose. It will make your hair crunchy. However, it will leave you with the wet, sexy, just got out of the ocean, walking through the streets, completely naked. No bathing suit. Just wet. Wet. And apparently there's no such thing as too much mousse, so I am clearly using a ton of it. But in the end, I do get a really nice look, so I guess I was alright using that much. Hey. I promise I'm not stoned. this is the end of my video, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Absolutely love you guys. Thank you so much for the support. I will catch you in my next one. Bye.